Hello! Am I live? I think I am. Oh, hang on. Yes! Now, let's see. How do I get my controller to work again? There we go. Welcome back to Final Fantasy XII. Now, if you remember what happened in our last session, we left... Hello, Bram Henry. We left the Palace of Miriam Gargoyles, and we, with our sword that can destroy Nethicite. Hello, Hicklable, only to find that our friends on Mount Bur Omisachi were all blown to bits by the remaining airships of the Empire. And Vane is the new Emperor, and he's evil, and he's got some evil plot. So what we're going to do is destroy the Dusk Shard, which they still hold, so that they can't use it against us. And that means that we have to travel for miles and miles. Oh, that's not the world map. I'll remember these controls one day. All the way up to Arcades, to the laboratory where it's being held. Now that's a really long walk, and so we decided along the way to do an internship program and level up Penelo, Van and Balthier to like normal levels. So Penelo's first. She's been our intern for a while and she's doing pretty good. So we've been doing our clan primer missions while we're leveling her up, and you know, before we head off on our proper mission. So I believe we just finished the Ring in the Rain. I have to go to the Land of the Gareth to do the next one, so I guess we're going to head that way, which is this way. Bagel Headbutt, welcome! Bagel Headbutt says we like to use a cereal brand as our greeting. Do we? Well, that's interesting. I've never heard that. Hello, Lou. Welcome. So I guess did I accidentally say a cereal brand when I was saying hello? I don't know. Anyway, well, good Frosties, everybody. Good Frosties. Oh, cheerio. Okay. I always thought that was more of a goodbye thing, and I suppose probably more of an English thing, I would say. Maybe, you know, just a UK thing. Oh God, an elemental! Please leave me alone. Please leave me alone, Mr. Elemental. I didn't mean to bother you. Running like a coward. It is a good joke, though. I will give you that. I'm just being technical, because I'm just being grumpy because my party just got killed by an elemental, and the save point is back that way beyond the elemental. So, okay, maybe I can run past and make it back, revive them. Who knows? Ah, frogs, wolves, leave me. Leave me, please. Please, no. Okay, great. I'm back. And we're back. Okay, so take two. We're going to go to the Land of the Gareth. We're going to do our hunts. This time we're not going to get killed by an elemental. I don't know where it came from. Is that it over there? There's something incoming. Oh no, that's a wolf. Wolves are okay. Oh, my Beano annuals I ordered finally arrived. Well, some of them. I kind of felt like I moved. I forget if I mentioned this. I moved all my old Beano annuals from my parents' house into my apartment, and then decided to like buy more of them because they're really cheap on eBay. So I got 1985, 86 and 87 delivered to me because I was born in 86. I think it's kind of cool to have. But oh no. Oh wait, there. Oh no, it's my weapon is healing him. But yeah, I got 1985, 86 and 87 delivered, and that's pretty good. And while I was on there, I just put on a random low bid. Somebody was selling off the 1958 one, I think. Because I thought, oh, well, you know, might as well put in like a low bid and see if I get it. And I did. So I've got the 1958 one on the way as well, which is pretty cool. Like, there aren't many comics that have survived since 1958, so owning one will be pretty nice, I think. And I love reading old comics like that. Just, you know, the weird sort of... I'd love to get some of them from, like, during the war, because I think the wartime ones would be the most interesting. Like, for example, I have a book of, like, old Beano comic strips. It's, like, some sort of collection of historical ones. But there is one... The comic used to have a mascot called Big Ego, who always got a strip on the front page, who was, like, an ostrich. And there's a comic strip about Big Ego bombing Hitler. And I just think it's, like, amazing they'd put that in a kid's comic at the time. You generally wouldn't have sort of real-life current conflicts written into comics, I suppose. Well, not kids' comics anyway. Maybe you'd stick them into, like, Spider-Man or something. You know, something a little bit more adult. Bagel Headbutt says, do comics usually involve superpowers besides Archie comics? No, I don't think so. I mean, there's a lot of superhero ones. I think a lot of the American ones are superhero ones. But I suppose, like, here in Ireland, most of the ones we got would have come from the UK. So, like, obviously because we're geographically closer. So, like, the Beano was the one I collected when I was younger, the one I'm talking about, and that's just, like, it's not superheroes or anything. Well, I don't know, there might be some people with superpowers. There's, like, Banana Man in it. He's a boy who eats bananas and becomes a superhero. But, no, it's usually just, like, weird, short, funny comic strips compiled into a weekly issue. And I forget, I think I mentioned this on stream before, my weird sort of comic history thing, like, fact, that the Beano, like, the comic that I'm talking about, that features the most popular character in it, who's appeared on the title page since, like, 1957, is called Dennis the Menace. But he's not the Dennis the Menace that Americans know. Because this is a, like, weird coincidental thing. Both in 1957, two comic artists, one in America and one in England, both invented Dennis the Menace as, like, cartoon characters or comic characters. And it's like, the American one is this sort of blonde little sweet kid in red dungarees who, you know, is mischievous but misunderstood. And the one from England is like, it has, like, wiry black spiky hair and a red and black striped jumper, and it's just sort of I don't know, a bit of a psychotic bully in the old ones, but, you know, in a funny way, I guess. I suppose it's probably not funny with modern sensibilities. Bagel Headbutt asks, if there was a banana famine, would Banana Man be as useless as the rest of us? I think he would, yeah. And I remember his arch nemesis was, like, Apple Man. But I don't know if Apple Man had a secret identity. I think he just always was Apple Man. Or maybe his identity was so secret Banana Man didn't know it. I don't know. And so we as the reader didn't know it. There was an animated show as well of Banana Man when I was very young. I don't think when I watched it I got that it was meant to be, you know, it was meant to be deliberately stupid. I probably took it more seriously than I should have, but I was like 6, so it's probably understandable. But yeah, I would advise any like Americans who are familiar with their Dennis the Menace to Google the other one. Some would argue the superior one. But yeah, and just check him out. Especially the old ones. I think they've kind of sanitized him in recent times. Like, understandably. Ictable says, every time I talk about TV, she realises how little she watched as a kid. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe I just realised how much I watched. Bram Henry just did and says he's frightening. Yeah, he's done some pretty awful things in his time. But yeah, the Quiet Mirth, hello, welcome. Join our discussion. Which Dennis the Menace is the better one? The blonde-haired American one, or the black spiky-haired, stripy-jumpered, like, English one? Okay, more of these spike horses. Ugh. I'm killing them because we need to level up Penelo. She's, has she got a shotgun? I thought she had, like, pistols, not like a shotgun going around. Oh, wow. It's pretty cool. She's like Gordon Freeman in Half-Life, when he had a shotgun. I know it wasn't his iconic weapon of choice. Like, all the, promotional stuff was him using the crowbar, but I think I got more use out of the shotgun in that game. Oh, I remember when Half-Life came out. The coolest thing about Half-Life, better than the game itself, was that it came with a level editor, and you could make all kinds of like crazy madness in it. Like, I made my school as a Half-Life level and put in like aliens for the teachers and stuff. I remember making just there was this thing in Half-Life. I don't know, I'm sure some of you have played it. It's like a fairly famous first-person shooter, or you've probably at least played the second one, or maybe you haven't. I mean, it's been years since they came out, but I don't know, they were iconic to my generation anyway. But yeah, there were these scientists in it who were friendly and, you know, would follow you to help open doors. But if you fired a gun near them, they did this weird thing where they sort of crouched and stood up really fast and shook their heads and arms about like they were scared. So I remember me and my sister made a Half-Life level that was just like a big disco room with sort of flashing multicolored lights and stuff and a bunch of scientists, and then you just load it up and fire a gun in the air and watch them all start dancing. Ram Henry says there's an illustration of Dennis and Freddy Krueger and they're dressed the same. They do dress the same. That's pretty interesting. I think they actually did. They've done a few like animated cartoons of him, and Dennis the Menace, that is, not Freddy Krueger. And I think there was one of them where he was voiced by Daphne from Frasier, which is, I think, a really weird kind of casting. Lady Smyton, hello! Long time no speak, how are you? Penelo's level 22, cool. Okay, which way are we going? This way? No, this way, isn't it? Yeah. My map reading skills are crazy. Did anyone see that new Sims expansion that's coming out next week on Tuesday? The Strangerville one? It's like a story-based expansion, which seems really interesting. I mean, I probably won't, I won't play it on stream, or, well, maybe I will eventually play it on stream, but I've got Tuesday off work anyway, so I'm going to be, definitely trying it out at home. see what all the fuss is about. I think it could be a really interesting thing. I mean, if I'm picking it up right, it's like some sort of like event that happens in The Sims. Like it's a new neighborhood and there's some sort of storyline that takes place there while your Sims are living there. I think that's a really interesting idea. I mean, if they did that with future game packs, so like each of them makes a new story play out in your neighborhood, I think that could be kind of cool. They'd be like episodes building on top of each other. Lady Smyden says it looks interesting, but she worries about the replayability. I suppose so. I mean, I think I'd be asking for too much, but I'd like to hope that there's some sort of like branching storyline in it, so there's some kind of consequence that means you have to replay it. But even if it's a one-off, if it's done very well, then like, can you imagine if you had Sims neighborhood and you played it like normally in The Sims, the same way you normally do, but then every like few months they just release an event that happens in The Sims world, and you know, it would affect everyone's neighborhood differently. So for I don't know, they could say 1 week they decide there's some sort of serial killer. They're not going to do a serial killer, but say there's a serial killer game pack comes out and one of your Sims in your town becomes a serial killer, and suddenly you've got a sort of story in this neighborhood that you've built for those characters you played with, and you sort of live through that episode and everyone else lives through it, and you all kind of have different outcomes because all your neighborhoods are different. I know that's probably not what they're doing. They've probably got it's probably something a lot simpler than that. But I think that like that could be a fun kind of concept. It would be like that there was that Stargate MMO they were going to make years ago. They announced they were making a Stargate SG-1 MMO, and the idea was that as new episodes aired on television, the game would be updated appropriately, and you know, from week to week the content would reflect the episode that just aired. But then the TV show got cancelled before they finished the MMO, so you know, it never really came to anything. But I always think that kind of thing sounds like a good idea. Maybe not as an MMO, because I don't like MMOs. It's all very grindy. I mean, it's like playing this game, but with none of the storyline to bind it together. Just the running around doing like hunt missions thing. The stuff we're doing today, it's just that all the time. And while this is fun, it's, you know, you need more in a game. Low Chief Segumu, that's who we need. And High Chief Zayalu. Okay, let's find them. The Low Chief and the High Chief. You're a warrior. You're a warrior. Old Chief, War Chief. So many chiefs. Herder. Herder. Trader. Elder. Herder. Herder. Oh, I bet they're over here on this little thing. Island. It's weird how this place is still desert, even though outside has gone all sort of lush and green. Are they over here? Oh, look. Are you the Low Chief? Are you the Low Chief? You're the Low Chief. You have seen the bill posted for the enchiladas? The enchiladas? I wondered what sort of person would come, but never did I expect. No matter. It is nothing. You are truly here to hunt my mark. We'll get you some enchiladas. Truly? Good. Even if you are a child. Pay me no mind. I am all elderly as I am, slow to trust. Okay, Osmone Plain, we must have passed through it. Valuable herb. The enchiladas trample on his precious herbs. He's agitated. Eastern edge of the Osmone Plains. Okay, and we talked to the guy at the guard bridge on the way there. Perfect. The hunt for enchiladas. And now we have to find the High Chief. Would he be the, like, top guy in charge? Or he's an elder. Or is that the High Elder? Oh, they have such an annoying command structure here. Nope, he's a youth. They're just playing some board games. Lady Smyton says the horns look heavy and appear to give them hunchbacks. Yeah, I think that's it. That's probably why all their necks are bent forward like that. Are you... You're the High Chief. Good. You know what they should invent? They should get like a little wheel on a stick to put under their chin that'll support their head so that they don't have to bend their neck as much. I've come to slay Ixtab, yes. Ho! I have lived many years, yet fate never fails to surprise me. Ixtab is an evil spirit as frightful as fear itself. It smells the warm blood of men and attacks without warning or hesitation. Many who I know have already fallen to this fiend, great warriors all. I will not lie, this is a most dangerous foe. Then I am in your debt, yet you must not fight that which you are unable to defeat. He's in the Henna Mines. Phase 1 shaft. Okie doke. I think we've been in there. We've definitely been in there. That's where we freed the bunny woman. Do you think that's where they mine the stuff for henna tattoos? That's the Empire's, like, real scheme. All their profits are through, like, giving henna tattoos to the tourists. Oh, wow, that Electrum was worth quite a lot. I kind of feel that I shouldn't have sold it so easily. Oh well. We know how this works. Whatever I sell, depending on what items I sell, like, if I find a rare item, I should sell it, because it'll unlock a bazaar thing, which we can use to get some items, or some bonus items. And I'm sure there's like some sort of exclusive bazaar items we can get that way as well. Probably. No, nothing new. Okay, well, we should buy some Phoenix Down, because we're running... Oh, any new spells? Any good ones? No. Phoenix Down. 13, just so we have a nice round amount of it. Weapons. Megoroku. Healing Rod. Oh no, it's the same crap. That's fine. Okay, so... Where's this? I'm lost. I don't know the way out. Oh, here we go. Bagelhead but asks, what's my take on Final Fantasy XII's playstyle? It's different than 1 to 10. Yeah, it is. To be honest, I'm not sold on it really. It plays a little bit too much like an MMO. I think Final Fantasy combat sort of reached perfection in number 10, and everything since then has been, you know, a crawl backwards. Because number 10 is like purely turn-based. Like, say for example, it's your turn, and the enemy can't attack you during your turn, and you can take as long as you want to plan your move. And then, you know, and you can see whose turn is coming up next at the top right corner of the screen, and you can plan your future moves according to what's going to happen next and everything. It's a lot more tactical. I don't like the sort of... What I like less is the sort of more real-timey systems in Final Fantasy games. Though I think number 15 did quite well as well, even though that had a completely different battle system. Like, It was completely real time. But I think that's kind of what you need to do. I think you need to either embrace a real-time battle system or a turn-based battle system. And, you know, do it really well. I'm not sure I like these weird compromises they come out with to sort of have a real-time turn-based battle. But then I do a lot of tabletop gaming, so I guess that kind of probably biases me towards turn-based combat anyway. Like I play in a D&D game every Monday with my friends. I've actually got a new character this week. We're playing through Waterdeep Dragon Heist at the moment, and my original character was called Kolgos, and he was a Triton samurai. The Triton are like mermen essentially. But his whole backstory was that he was a coward among his people. His dad was like this respected commander among the Tritons, and Kolgos was his disappointing son. And he got banished to live on the surface and learn how to be a proper warrior. And yeah, I made him. I put in all this backstory. He had a dwarven sword master who he travelled to Waterdeep with. And then the sword master like died, and Kolgos was left alone, and that's why he found a new adventuring party. And first session of the game, no, sorry, I think it was first or second session of the game, not unlike our encounter with Mangarald Goth in The Sims 4, we ran into an intellect devourer, which is like a little brain with feet underneath in Dungeons and Dragons that like eats your brain and then replaces it, and you become like basically an evil zombie. Do you think Kolgos like survived it? No. It immediately attacked him, knocked him down, and replaced his brain. And none of the rest of the party knew this, but the DM sort of told me, okay, well, your character is pretty much dead now, but you're now effectively an agent of the bad guys. So I had to work for like, it went on for about, I would say 12 weeks. I was undermining the party in secret as like evil Kolgos. Like throughout the campaign we all owned, it was a bit like Always Sunny in Philadelphia in a way, because we all owned like a bar together as a bunch of misfits and got into sort of adventure-y scrapes. But Kolgos was using it as a front to like launder money. He hired like young staff through a youth program when he was actually like taking in gangsters like at the behest of his leaders, and sort of, you know, training them, feeding them, essentially like looking after their future investments. And then last session anyway, he got killed. He part of the plot we were playing through, we were looking for some sort of ancient stone or some magic stone that we thought this little robot guy had stolen, and Kolgos tracked down where the robot guy was and told the rest of the crew, hey, he's here, come on, can we go fight him? But the other players all wanted to do some other quest, so I don't know, we split the party, which is stupid. But I got Kolgos to bring along his youth group from the bar because I thought they'd be suitable backup. And I thought, it's one robot, it can't be too hard. It was really hard. And yeah, it killed him. And I found out afterwards that apparently the rest of the party had found out about Kolgos and had hired a bounty hunter to take him out anyway. So it was a trap it was also like a trap set by the rest of the party. So even if I had won, he would have immediately killed me and I'd have been out. So that's how Kolgos met his end. So I was drawing up my new character this weekend. Oh no, elemental. Nope. Not getting involved. Walking away. Where are we going actually? I've never actually checked my map. I don't want to go for the one in the mine yet. Or where's this one? On the plains. The Shred on Osmone Plains. But a monster has scared it into hiding. And one of the warriors knows more. Oh, I don't want to have to find the warrior. Which is the shred? Not this, anyway. Aren't we going to get enchiladas? We are. We have to find the enchiladas in the shred, apparently. Hopefully shredded pork to fill them with. But yeah, so I've been building my new D&D character this weekend, who is... I decided that he would be called... well, what I kind of wanted to go for was something a bit like... Casey Jones in the 80s Turtles movies. So I've made a paladin who his name is Roscoe, and he's gonna talk like this, sort of confrontational and all. Like he's a kind of tough street paladin. Like, you messing with me, punk? Yeah, you look like you're messing with me. And he wears a mask, he carries hammers on his back that he uses as weapons. He should be fun. But I rolled like random personality traits as well for him, because I always find that a bit more interesting than picking them myself. And his weakness is like basically a pretty face, so he can't resist being like flirted with and stuff, so that'll make him interesting, I guess. He's a lusty paladin. Where's my thingy for curing silence? Oh, I could use a remedy, but I don't want to waste it. Is it like New Kai Sand or something? Oh, let's confuse. Oh, it's the Echo Herbs, of course. Penelo. Pagel Headbutt says, having never played D&D, would it be hard to undermine the party because the DM has to announce the scenario? Kind of. I mean, essentially, you know, you can ask the DM to step out of the room with you to do something secretive, but that might look a little bit obvious. Or, in my case, like, I would essentially, like, send him a few text messages during the game, or I'd have my laptop open because my character sheet is on it. And I'd just send him, like, a Facebook message or something. Just, you know, I'm saying this, but what I mean is this. Is this the shred? No. This might be the shred. This looks like a shred. The green snake. Okay. Is there a way I can, like, find out which one the shred is? Oh, there we go. Okay, the shred is down there. That's fine. And we have to kill all of a certain type of creature to make the enchiladas appear. Yeah. Leveling up quite a bit here, so this is all very, very handy for later on in the game. Oh, he's dead. Did not even have to do anything. Oof. Oh no. Penelo? No, that's not quite it now, is it? Here we go. Yeah. Bring back Bosch. Do I ever draw my D&D characters? Yes! I actually like to draw a portrait of each of them. Because we use a website called D&D Beyond to keep our character sheets on. And you can set a portrait, so I generally like to draw my own. I'll post Roscoe's one to the Discord or something. Maybe. I think we're going to cure Bosch again. Just because he's a little weak. Or, I wonder, could I post... No. Oh yeah, maybe I can. Hang on. Sorry, I'll keep playing as I'm doing this. But, I'm just opening up Imager and dropping my picture of Kolgos onto it, and then I'll post it to oh no, that crocodile just reflected itself. Okay, do you know what we're going to do to this crocodile? We are going to use a quickening. But, oh, hang on. Somebody else's quickening. Someone who is level 3. And, hang on, I'll just, as well, while I'm doing this, I'm going to copy a link to my Kolgos portrait into chat. For those of you who want to see. Here we go. Because I can't be bothered using Dispel. There we go. Hicklebus says he looks like a badass. Oh, thank you. I assume you mean Kolgos and not Bosch. People watching this on YouTube won't, of course, won't see Kolgos because I've just posted him to chat. If I remember, I'll post a link in the description. But I probably won't, so don't get angry if I do. Hicklebus says he'll have no trouble with the ladies. No, Kolgos isn't the one who's after ladies. Kolgos is the previous one. He's the one who died. There is, yeah, Kolgos is dead. That picture is the one they're basically putting on his coffin now at the funeral. I can send the new one as well in a while. Okay, time's up. 6 combo, that's pretty good. We didn't need a big combo here, it's just a crocodile, but I don't know, I felt like it. I didn't feel like wasting one of my Dispel spells on something with Reflect. Oh no. It didn't matter. He survived. Fran. No magic, please. Oh, I thought we would definitely get him before we needed to reflect. No, Penelo! Oh, interns. I bet this is the creature scaring him away, actually, because this is quite a tough one. So, Penelo, you gonna... Oh, she needs an ether, I think. Oh, I hate wasting ethers. Oh, and I guess Fran can use magic again. Yeah, I won't fight the flying thing yet. I'll take care of the land creatures. Fran can take care of the air creatures. Oh no, Fran is out of magic. Is she? No. Oh, she does her magic on my target. Hang on. Actually, I should reorder that. There we go. Penelo. Oh. This is pathetic. Heal me, intern. Oh, she's out of magic. That's what's going on here. I guess I'm just gonna have to tank this thing while the others, like, destroy it. Okay, here's some treasure. Ugh, just a high potion. Okay, we need... Oh no. Guys, come on, let's not pick a fight with him yet. We're not exactly in great condition. Okay, he's coming for us. Let's get him then. Okay, he deserved that. Oh, there's that chocobo. I don't think we can get him over here. We're in the shred anyway, and we have to kill all of a particular type of creature. I think we've killed every creature here. On this side. Where can we go again to get... Yeah, there's a save point up that way. We can get a chocobo, go across. I think that's probably what we need. Just making sure we haven't missed anything, left anything alive. I don't know, fast forward while we do this. No, everything's dead. This place, once filled with life, is now filled with death. So onward we go. In full fast forward. Onto that same trap again. Grr! Why don't we have traps visible in here? Oh, look! Is that another of those crocodile things? Hybrid gator. Hang on. Before we go into battle... Do I have the license points now? Yes. Okay, not quite at Flame Purge, but I'm getting there. What's this? Increase... It's for Ash. We don't need Ash right now. Fran, we've got so many points for you. Ethers restore more MP. That's great. That's great. We can go to her other grid as well. And give her these other abilities. Oh, these are all like physical attack ones, but I guess they're kind of handy. Give her some better swords, maybe. And shields. If we could have Fran with a sword and shield, I think that could be pretty cool. Increase her attack damage. Yeah, why not? Bash, Ash. Penelo, what are we getting you? More HP, more time magic. I suppose time magic could be okay. Now we need to get her better armor. I think that's fair enough. Do we want to give her mystic armor though? Well, I just did, but maybe she'd be better off if we gave her, can she get heavy armor or anything? I don't think so. Just like light or mystic. Oh, she can steal. That's pretty good. More gambit slots, you know, for more, I guess, predictable. Oh! Better magic. Yes! If we could get more to, like, increase her amount of MP, that would be even better. Van. Okay. Van and Balthier are too far behind. Ash, yeah, we better keep Ash up to date. Magic lore is very good to have. Can she get more of it this way? Phoenix lore. Phoenix down restores more HP. That's pretty good. She's one of my healers. Black magic. Oh, we don't have enough points. It'd be handy to teach her some black magic, though. And of course we have to multi-class Bash at some stage as well. Let's go for the Wu K. And then maybe we can take out the Gator. Graham Henry would rather fight in Fran's heels than her thong. Well, that's the question for all of the viewers, I guess. Which would you rather fight in? The circulation down there helps with physical performance. It could. It's a good point. Stop that. See that when I hit him and his friend just ran in for like a revenge hit? Oh, fight for yourself, coward. Oh no! Fran. Why is the Gareth fighting Fran? It didn't have to be like this. It was an accident. I'm sorry. Oh, I hope he didn't have a family. We're meant to be doing jobs for the Gareth, not murdering them. Okay. This is the Black Chocobo area. We're going to run past this so we can heal at the save point here, and then we'll come back. Yeah, Gator did it, exactly. He was fighting a Gator at the time, so, you know, if he got killed, it wasn't our fault. Oh no, the guy who gave us the Chocobo isn't here anymore. So, how can we get across? Do we have to get one? Oh god, we have to get one back at the Gareth village? This is very frustrating. There's an elemental as well, so nobody fight it. Everyone just keep moving, please. I don't think we can get that Chocobo. Nope. Which way to the Gareth village? Okay. This way, I guess. And also straight through. Oh, I guess we can fight these guys. There's no elementals. This has been the most grindy session of this game ever. Like, we have achieved nothing. Okay, let's... I wonder would fast forward be appropriate here? Or would it just make this battle even more dangerous? Let's see. Oh, it seems pretty okay. Reasonably effective, actually. And maybe we can talk to that hunter when we're back here. Hey, look. Horsies. No, not right now. We're just going to the land of the Gareth. We'll deal with you later. Yeah, sorry, Snake. No time. Oh, look, there's another one. He's not angry. What the hell is that? Is that a red chocobo? Oh, let's kill it. Haven't seen one of those before. I like that even if you're killing useless enemies for low experience amounts, then you get you still get license points, which are pretty handy. Okay, who was the warrior we could talk to? Warrior Sefi or something. The bridge guardian. I think it wasn't you, was it? No. Guardian of which bridge? It's not a bridge. Warrior Goromu, was that him? No. Oh, they all look the same. I don't know if that's like racist to the Gareth, but they do. Oh, there's another bridge. And here's a warrior. You? Ah, yes! East Osmond Plains in the Shred. Must know that the Enceladus detests a creature known as the Woo. I must rid the area of the Woo. Kill all the Woo, leave and come back. Okay. I'm glad I asked because I probably wouldn't have figured that out. I think we did kill all the Woo. Maybe if we come back now, he'll be there. Well, let's save it anyway. Because that could be interesting. Gertie, can I have a chocobo, please? Just in case there are woos on the other side. Oh, I can sprint on this. With them. Yes! It's raining now as well. This is kind of cool. I had no idea the weather was so dynamic. Which way am I going? Oh no, it is up here. Yeah, I think I was mentioning earlier, I've got Tuesday off work this week, which is a really nice day to have off, because it's like... It just makes Monday that much easier when you have Tuesday off. Okay, no, there's still dudes here. We'll dismount here. We'll kill these dudes, then we'll go to the other side. And... no, my chocobo's gone. Okay, these are the woos anyway. So we'll kill all of these, we'll leave, and we'll come back. And hopefully that'll work. Last time the chocobo stuck around for a bit, so I don't understand. Anyway, I think that's all the woos gone. Oh no, there's one. You thought you'd get away. Chocobos are clearly designed off Big Bird. They could be, actually. Do you think Big Bird is a chocobo who, like, I don't know, became sentient? It would be interesting. Okay, we leave. We come back. And there he is. Enchiladas. How are you? How's things, pal? Penelo. Oops. How about a bit of protection on old Boshy boy? And why don't I throw an old dispel mote on him to get rid of that shell? Okay, we're weakening him, but let's quicken this a little bit, if you know what I mean. Speed things up a little. It's a pretty ugly enchilada. Lady Smyton says it should be named a taco. Tacos have shells, not enchiladas. True. Enchiladas can get a bit crispy when you put them in the oven for a while, though, which can be nice. Yeah. Okay. We're going to try and get a good combination here. Higher than 6. Did we get higher than 6? Was it 8 we got before? I could be misremembering. 6 might be our highest. If you guys remember, let me know. Well, we're above 6 now anyway. We're on at least 7. 8 or 9, says Bagel Headbutt. Okay, so we did get past 6. 6 seems to be our sort of cap recently.
It ends now.
Okay, so we're going to get 8 now. Does that look like she's bowling with, like, ice cubes? Oh, we're getting 9. So we've definitely got 9. We've got 10. This is our longest combo, and it's on this stupid enchilada. Not even on a boss. But our intern is proving useful. Okay, 10. That's pretty good. I'm happy with that. Oh, I watched Umbrella Academy, by the way. I know someone in chat mentioned it last week, I think. As it asked if I'd watched it. I did watch it this week, the entire thing. It was pretty good. It took a while to get into, but once it gets going, it's really interesting. Like, I'm really looking forward to Series 2, whenever that happens. The enchiladas have been vanquished. So we can go back and get a reward for that. But first, we have to go to that mine. Oh no, we need the chocobo to go to the mine, which means we have to go back first. Then get our chocobo again, then go into the mine. Klaus is Lady Smyton's fave. Klaus is my favourite as well. I think Klaus just ties the entire show together. He's amazing. Oof. Oh no. Cure us, Penelo. Oh no, Penelo's out. Cure us, Penelo, please. Oh look, Fran is kind of taking care of business on her own anyway. Pretty soon we'll have to change our intern, because Penelo's level 25. I think once she hits like level 30, we'll switch her out. 5 more levels, and she's gone. And I guess Van can come in as our new intern. We also will hopefully get to multi-class Bosch this game. I think someone suggested last time that we should make Bosch a archer, which I liked, so we'll go with that. And then if anyone has suggestions for Van or for what's his face, Balthier, let me know. Hang on, let's kill this gator first, and then we'll have a look at what they are at the moment. Let's see. Balthier is a monk, and Van is a time battle mage, and essentially one of them has to become a fight master, or whatever it was called, the big battle-y axe thing. One of them has to get axes, and the other one gets... I forget what other ability is left. I'll have a proper look in a minute. I think we should probably figure it out. I mean, what's stopping Bosch at the moment from getting his is... Oh! We're nearly there. I want him to get Flame Purge first. Then we can... Can we just buy this for free? No, it's 30 points. So we need like 130 license points before he can go take it. So if we kill a few of these horses, then, you know, we're most of the way there. How many points do they get us? Oh, just one, but it's something. We'll leave that one. The pony god has chosen to spare you this day. Oh, no, wait. Oh, we've gone the wrong way. Okay. Hang on. Back we go. Oops. Okay. What are we fighting? Snake. Had to be snakes. Fran, now don't kill this guy. Don't you dare. Someone berserked the snake. That's not good. Okay. Yeah, leave the Gareth on his own. We don't need any trouble from him. There's so much treasure lying around in this world. It's actually a little bit annoying how much there is. Do I think it works like gators in real life? Put an elastic band around its mouth and its fecked. I don't know. I don't think we've time to put an elastic band around the gators in this game and just leave them to starve, though. I'm not sure we'd get experience points for that. I think you have to kind of defeat them in combat there and then. How are we doing license point wise? 15. Oh, bosh. But we can hand in this quest anyway. It's really weird how it turns into Van when I go into places like where there's no combat. I suppose Van is like our ambassador, so maybe he shouldn't be our intern. Maybe Balthier should be our next one. Foe Breaker, that's what it is, not Fight Master. Where's that fast forward? There we go. And where was the guy? The enchiladas were for this guy, weren't they? The standy guy? Hello, Chief Segumu. Oh ho! You've defeated the enchiladas! These are good tidings indeed. I learn again that it is wrong to judge by appearances. Now I shall reveal a truth to you. In fact, the warriors offered to hunt my mark, yet none of us had ever seen a true mark hunter. So curious I was to see what such a man might be like, I asked permission of the elders and posted a bill. Little did I expect a Hume child. To tell the truth, I was a little disappointed. But this is past, and now my eyes have been opened. I see you are truly a great warrior. Another surprise for me. Here, please take this as thanks. You have done well, friend. Okay, that's nice. Mission accomplished. So that's done. Yeah, this one's in Bujerba. We're not going to Bujerba yet. This one is only when the rain stops, so not this one. So we've got to go, yeah. Fight this one in the mine. It attacks whenever it senses the living. We're all alive as far as I know. So, I think, yeah, we're pretty well sorted for that one. No need to pull any crazy tricks to get him out of hiding. Oh, I finished watching Series 1 of the new She-Ra today, actually, just before I started streaming. There's only one series so far, so I don't know. I presume they're going to make more. It's got like 100% approval on Rotten Tomatoes or something. But yeah, it was pretty good. Like, the only thing wrong with it is that it doesn't have the theme song from the old 80s cartoon. It has a theme song, which, I don't know. I read an article online that claimed that the theme song was like an 80s inspired power ballad. Possibly, if you don't know what an 80s power ballad sounds like, because it just sounds very, very modern, which I wasn't a fan of. Have I watched Dragon Prince? No, that's actually next on my list, though, of cool animated things to watch. But yeah, that looks really good. I see they're advertising like Series 2 of Dragon Prince is out now. I completely missed when Series 1 came out, but yeah, I'll watch it anyway. It's this way, right? Yeah, there we go. But yeah, anyway, She-Ra has inspired me to go back and finish watching Voltron as well, because I watched some of Series 1. I think most of Series 1. Chocobo won't go down here. Okay, let's hop off. Yeah, I think I watched most of Series 1, and then I just got out of the habit of watching it, so I'll have to finish that. Lady Smite and subscribed. Thank you. 10 months, wow. Okay, so where am I going in here? Phase 1, isn't it? Okay. So this place. It's okay. We've been through here at a much lower level and we've survived. Barely. I mean, this is the place we kept getting swamped by slimes, but we were weaker then and we're stronger now. So I think we'll manage. I would like, actually, with the sort of new She-Ra remake, they vaguely mention Eternia in it, and, you know, the home planet of He-Man, and where She-Ra is originally from. Well, Princess Adora is originally from. I'm not sure. I think She-Ra, who she turns into, is like some sort of magical being who's not really from anywhere. But it would be cool if they like tied in like the whole He-Man mythology into it. I think that would be pretty cool. I was a big fan of both programs when I was little. But yeah, this place. This is where I need to go. This door is locked. No, I haven't watched Castlevania or Hero Mask, but I'll give them a look. Oh, there's a switch. There it is. You like a good animation. Let's see, what else is good? What have I watched that's good these days? Oh, hang on. I'm going to hit this switch. We're going to explore the bit of these caves we missed last time. Oh! The slimes just fell in, but we somehow avoided them because I left the room too quickly. Oh well. Oh, Final Space, yes! Hicklable mentioned Final Space. That was amazing. I really liked that. Disenchanted as well. It came out around the same time as Final Space. You know, the Matt Groening sort of fantasy world thing. That was very good as well. You know what's really weird though? There's been a bigger time difference between... Oh, is this the thing? This is it. This is Ixtab. We found him. Okay, well, let's do our thing on him. But there was more time between the release of Futurama and Disenchanted than there was between the release of The Simpsons and Futurama, which is really weird, because I still think of Futurama as that new Simpsons spin-off. Well, not spin-off, but that new thing from the guy who did The Simpsons. And like The Simpsons feels like it's been around forever. But yeah, Final Space is amazing. And it's weird because it's got such a sort of cartoony drawing style. The humour is so sort of crude. But it's such good sci-fi and there's real heart to it and everything. Like, it's genuinely a really good sci-fi show as well as being very funny. What else do I like? I like F is for Family. I've watched the latest series of that recently. It's weird. It's not something I seek out to watch, but when there's a new series on, I always eventually get round to watching it, and I enjoy it. And I always kind of binge it in one go, and then forget it exists for like a year, and then come back to it. Now, it's not on the same level as like Final Space or something, but it is pretty good. Let's see what we can get up to here. I don't think we're going to beat our 10. Maybe. I don't know. We're up to 7. Oh! Oh! So close. I nearly got it there. I actually I listened to an interview recently with Bill Burr, you know, the comedian who created F is for Family, and the main character is sort of based, I think, loosely on his dad. Like, it's a sort of very 70s comedy kind of show. But, I mean, part of the joke is how, like, angry and old-fashioned the dad is. But listening to Bill Burr, I think, like, I thought from the interview, it almost sounded like he's gradually turning into the character. Maybe it's just because it's his natural speaking voice or whatever. But I think they're probably more similar than he likes to think. Like, it was a really entertaining interview, though. What does Gold Needle? Remove Stone, Petrify. No, I need to remove Doom. But, yeah, there was some point he made on it where it was like, when he self-improves, he doesn't like to tell his wife because he feels that it would sound like he's looking for her approval, and he doesn't need people's approval to self-improve. He wants to do it in his own like, of his own will, which does sound like something that Frank in the TV show would say. I should check out Olin Rogers' Lion Blaze on YouTube. Oh, sure. Oh no. Oh no, we're in the slime room again, and we're doomed. Okay. Let's just get out of here. Oh, we have to hit the switch to undo the doom. Penelo is low on magic. We need to ether Penelo. We'll high ether Penelo. We need to somehow cure Fran. I don't know how to do that. Okay, this was easier than last time. Now we hit the switchboard and we can leave. And the slimes come back. Okay, this is like a continuous falling slime thing. There's just a million of them. Oh, come on. We don't have time for this. Gotta get back to a save point before Fran dies. She's got 1 second to live, apparently. Or, well, not second. Whatever unit of time that doom counter represents. There we go. Okay. It's alright. She's dead. She's back. Everyone's fine. This is the way out? No. This is not the way out. This is going to be full of slime again, isn't it? No. It feels like being on... what was that thing where they used to slime everyone on TV? The kids thing. Get Your Own Back, the sort of kids game show where they'd like slime grown-ups and stuff. And didn't they do a thing on that where like the kid had to put up a toy as the bet that they'd win, and if they lost then their toy got set on fire? Or was I like dreaming that? I seem to remember that being an element of it. Gak Nickelodeon, asks Bagelhead, but I remember Gak being a thing, but I forget what. Oh, and there was that thing, you can't do that on television, that weird comedy sketch thing that, like, I think Alanis Morissette was in it, like, as a teenager. Lady Smyton says, yeah, Get Your Own Back. They had teachers and parents go on it. Yeah, I remember that. That was the thing. They must have faked the, like, toy destruction thing, I'm sure. I know as a kid I would have never agreed to that. No amount of getting your own back. I'll have to look up to see if that was a real thing, or if... I don't know. A lonely chocobo. Yeah, let's take him. Yeah, I remember when I was younger, we didn't have Nickelodeon. We had TCC, like the children's channel, which was a much worse channel. And then one morning I just woke up and turned on the TV, and instead of TCC, Nickelodeon was there, because apparently TCC had like gone bankrupt or something and been shut down the night before with like absolutely no fanfare or announcement. But I didn't know what was going on. And it was like that episode of Friends where like Joey and Chandler find porn on their TV and they don't want to turn it off in case they never get it back again. I just had like Nickelodeon left on like all morning, just terrified it would go away if I ever like changed the channel or turned off the TV. Oh, there's our pal that we didn't murder yet. Yeah, and oh, what was on Nickelodeon that morning? I remember, yeah, I remember what was on. It was Kablam was on. That was the first thing I saw on the miraculous morning where we got Nickelodeon out of nowhere. Do you remember that? It had like Action League now, starring The Flesh. He's super strong and super naked. Thunder Girl, she flies like thunder, and you know, the rest of them. You know who the Action League are. But yeah, TCC used to be good. Like, originally, my family used to live, like, in basically a smaller town suburb of Dublin when I was very young, just up until I was 6. And hang on, where's my drink? I'm going to yammer. I need to quench my thirst a bit. But yeah, we didn't even have like any kids TV channels. We just had really basic ones, and it was kind of rubbish. And my grandparents both had like TCC on theirs. So that, like, I really wanted it, and all the shows they had on it. They had Dr. Snuggles, and which was like this thing about a professor who like had a tunneling machine, and it was like voiced by Peter Ustinov and written by Douglas Adams and stuff, which is really weird. And it was just like this little random kids cartoon. And oh, Jamie and the Magic Torch, and all like they used to. Oh crap! What's my controller went crazy there for a second. But the Elder Knoll, it's like the Elder Scroll with a K. But yeah, it was cool. They had lots of things that I wanted to see, and then we finally got TCC, and the quality of programming gradually went down over the years. Like they started to lose all these cartoons. Like they had Earthworm Jim for a while. And then everything started to, and they had the Dennis the Menace cartoon, and all these things started to drop away and just slowly get replaced with 60s Batman. Like, they used to show 60s Batman at like 6 in the morning, and then there was a double bill of 60s Batman, and then it was a quadruple bill of 60s Batman, and then pretty much the entire channel was just reruns of 60s Batman 24 hours a day. Like, every day. And that probably should have been the warning sign it wasn't going to be around a lot longer. Zayalu! We've killed Ixtab. Ixtab was the spirit of all Gareth who lost their lives in the Henna mines, twisted into evil. Ah. Well, that's interesting lore. And they wouldn't kill it because it was family. There we go. We got an award. We got some soul powder. That sounds like cocaine. Iqbal says 60s Batman was all she watched as a child and she loved it. Well, you must have had TCC then, I guess. An ardent watcher of the channel. Actually, anyone here who had TCC when they were younger, do you remember there's like cartoons that I used to watch but absolutely cannot remember the name of? There used to be one on, and it was a short cartoon on at like 6 a.m. on a weekday mornings that we used to watch, like, I don't know, like me and my sister used to watch over the summer holidays, and it was about these, it was like, I think it was French, and like not even translated. The theme song was in French or something, or it could have been any other language. I assume French just because it was in a foreign language, but and I was young. But it was like there was a clock, but instead of numbers on it there were cats, and like every week the clock ticked around and it landed on a different cat, and then there was a short cartoon about that cat. It was really old looking as well, like probably I would say 70s or something. I don't know. Hickable asks, was 60s Batman not on RTE as well? It might have been at some stage, but TCC was where it aired most of the time. Maybe it was on RTE, but I don't think so. Those of you who aren't from Ireland, RTE is like our national channel. But no, for kids programming on RTE they had The Den, and The Den didn't show 60s Batman that I know of. Lady Smyton is a crazy cat lady and likes the sound of that cat clock show. Yeah, I can't remember if it was good or what it was called. It used to air like in the mornings, and there was another cartoon about cats on like afterwards that was done with like clay, and I figured out which one that was miraculously through only remembering the theme song, what the theme song vaguely sounds like. I found it on YouTube. It was called Mio and Mao, and it was like these two little kittens made of like Play-Doh hopping about the place going meow, 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 la 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 la, and that was pretty much the cartoon, and they got into crazy scrapes while singing that. Apparently they remade that recently as well, which is weird because I thought it was fairly obscure. Ichthabel also watched Little House on the Prairie. I was never into that. My dad is a big Little House on the Prairie fan. Like, he has a weird, uncanny ability to find it on the television. Well, I don't know if he still does. He used to do this. He used to be able to just turn on the TV and find Little House on the Prairie and just watch it. It's like my mum has an uncanny ability to find an episode of The Chase on somewhere at any given time. I remember there was another cartoon on as well, actually. I think it was TCC, that I absolutely remember nothing about, except that I got in trouble once for singing the theme song because, and obviously getting the lyrics wrong, because when I was singing the theme song, like, I don't know what the real lyrics are, but what I was singing as a child was bollocks and wallocks, bollocks da 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 da, and yeah, so it sounded like bollocks anyway. Again, I think it was a foreign cartoon. But if anyone recognises the theme tune from that weird falsetto extract of it, and I think it was like a big falsetto high note thing, then, you know, let me know. Lou's dad has that ability with John Wayne films. Yeah, it's interesting. My dad is like mad into westerns and John Wayne films and stuff. And one Christmas, this was about 10 years ago, I got him the John Wayne DVD collection, like all of his films in one box. Like, I don't know, however many it is. A lot, anyway. And everyone, like, everyone I told I was getting him this, they were like, oh my god, that's an amazing idea, he'll love that. And he was really grateful for it. Do you think he's opened the plastic on it yet? Like 10 years later, it's still on the shelf at home. I don't even think they have a DVD player anymore. Actually, it reminds me of when I was younger, and my grandparents never like had a video recorder or watched videos or anything. But my granddad finally got one. Like, he was quite... It was like he died soon after, so it would have been like, I think that this would have been like around 1998, 99 he got it, because he died in 2000. And he finally got like a video recorder around the time everyone else was transitioning to DVDs, and well, maybe a little before the DVD transition. But yeah, he had 2 videos that he used to watch and loved. One of them was Michael Collins, which, you know, is basically a film about an Irish revolutionary, played by Liam Neeson. It's a pretty good film. I don't think it's very... Well, it plays it a little bit loose with history, but the general story is, you know, reasonably, like, correct and everything. But, he had Michael Collins, and he had, which I understand being a film he'd really like, being, you know, of that generation, because his parents would have been the generation that were involved in, you know, the War of Independence and the Civil War and all that Irish history and stuff. And his other video he had was House Sitter, the Steve Martin film, which, I don't know, is a bit of an odd one, and which he thought was amazing, and he lent it to us. He was like, it's the best, it was one of the best films he'd ever seen, but... Like, I like Steve Martin. It's not one of his good films. Oh. What's this? There's some sort of quest thingy lit up over here. And look, the rain has stopped here as well, so... Oh, this is the glowy stone things. Okay, no, we don't need them anymore. But if it's desert time again, we can do our final quest. Lady Smyton did the same with Star Wars, spent £100 on it, and her dad's never opened it, and tapes Star Wars off the TV every Christmas. Oh no. But Lou's dad also accumulated many Western DVDs, and none of them are open. It's weird how that just happens, isn't it? Someday when I have kids, I hope they buy me lots of DVDs I can leave unopened. So yeah, it's 10 o'clock now. We might have time to finish this last hunt before finishing up for tonight. This has been a really quick session. It's felt so short. Who are we meant to talk to about this one? It's the person in the chicken field, isn't it? You. Danya. Are you here about the bill I posted? It's high time someone came, but I don't know what I'm going to do about this creature. Our cockatrices are terrified. They hardly eat, they won't go for walks, their nerves are shot. The poor dears are starting to fall ill from it. Well, will you get rid of this creature? Why not? Wonderful. I had thought you'd say yes. Now let me tell you what's going on. A vile creature called a cluckatrice has made its nest in the land to the east. Recently its eggs hatched. Now it's viler than ever. What's worse, the cluckatrice shies away when people approach. It's clever, this one. For our sake and the sake of the cockatrices, kill the cluckatrice and every one of its foul brood. Okie doke. That sounds alright. I spied the cluckatrice on the Giza's north bank. It's not much of a bank during the dry, but you'll find it to the southeast of the village. The cluckatrice nest must be near there, but I've no idea about drawing it out of hiding. Try as I might, haven't come up with anything. Maybe you should ask the children. Okay, so we have to ask the kids about this. You a kid? No. You're a kid. Jin. I saw him bringing a bunch of hurt Imperials to Rabadaster. I thought the war was supposed to be over. My family was killed by the war, but Penelo brought me here to live. I don't want to see anyone else get hurt. You know nothing about Cluckatrices. You. Nope. You. Nope. None of them seem to know. One of them has to know. You're an elder. You're not a child. You're just kneeling down, trying to trick me. Jin, it's you again. Is Jin the kid we helped earlier with the stones? I think he might be. Tot. Nope. Still nothing. There's like 3 kids here, and none of them are helpful. Oh, they don't have names until we talk to them. That's kind of interesting. Oh, there's one. Nearly missed you. Terra. Ball of yellow bird out on the plains. Sitting there sunning itself. Ah, okay. We can lure it out by attacking its babies. Stop by the old lady in the village to turn in a quest from the old guy in the tent. Old lady, this one? Oh, the ring! Thank you, Quiet Mirth. That's the very ring he gave me on our wedding day. But I was careless and lost it. So precious a thing, yet I lost it. Sadine saw how sad I was, so he set off into the plains to find it. He knew the rains would come soon, but still he went. I waited and waited, then the rains came, and I could wait no more. He never returned. So is it a different crowd of people that are here when it rains compared to the sun? Like they switch houses or something? Cool. Okie doke. Is there a reward? It's weird. Like, it's like when it rains, it's like an alternate universe out here, and the two of these, like this couple, live on different sides. It's like the 10th Doctor and Rose trapped in different universes. One of them where it's raining and one of them where it's really, really sunny. Hang on. Where am I looking for this quest? North bank of the Gizas. Where is that? Oh, other way. This is good. We're going to do all these quests. We're going to have loads of stuff to pick up from our Moogle friend now after doing these. We could get promoted in our Hunters Guild, like get a new rank. I think that's a thing. Or at least get some nice rewards out of it. Now, where are the babies that we have to kill? Oh, look at this thing. It's like a baby enchilada. This is the North Bank, yeah? So it should be somewhere along here. What's my thingy like? Oh! Bosh. The time has come. Flame Purge! Oh, we did it. Well, that's one achievement anyway. This, session. No. That's too far. Maybe if we kill this rabbit. I don't think that'll lure it out, but you know, it could be fun. Perhaps there are more up here. Oh! Look, there's a bird thing. I don't think it's what we're after. Let's give it a go anyway. Should we? No, we can't like take more energy from the dark crystal or anything. How strange. Do I have to do this when it's raining or something? Let's check out this quest again. Along the north bank of the geysers, they're sensitive to other monsters and hide at the first sight of danger. Okay, so I've killed all the other monsters, so maybe if I leave and come back. Oh, there it is. It worked. Okay, Cluckatrice. Prepare to get quickened. Why can't I flame purge? Oh shit, we aimed at the wrong one. Ah, it'll hit both of them, I'm sure. I hope. Penelo's thing is really, really slow compared to the others. Quite a long animation. Okay, so that's 2. This is, what, 3? We're gonna get 4. 5. A lot of feral strikes. Going a little overboard on them. Okay, yeah, we're getting some fulminating darkness in. For a bit, just for a bit of a change. And some ruin impediment. Ah, okay, 7. That's pretty good. Inferno. This is so much better than the summons. Why are summons in this game? Is there ever like a use for them? Because they seem a bit crap based on what I've seen so far. Anyone with more experience, let me know. Are the summons really as useless as they now seem? How many of these babies are there as well? Oh, that's them. Vanquished. That was quicker than I thought. And, oh, only 12. If we can get him up to like 30 points, then we can pick his second class tonight as well. Okay, let's go turn in this quest. You did it! You got rid of the Cluckatrice and its chicks! Here's your bounty as agreed. Thank you so much. I feel like a monster. Killing a mother and its babies. I can finally walk the cockatrices again. You wouldn't know to look at them, but they scare very easily. What happens when they scare? They like lay boiled eggs or something? Penelo is nearly at like a proper level as well. What I'm going to do just to finish up is I'm going to kill a few things just to get Bosch his archer class. And maybe we can look at the other two and pick their classes. Those two clowns. Balthier and Van. Oh, we're getting like no experience for these guys. It barely seems worth it. But I suppose it's quick license points, and that's what matters. $17. Okay, we're nearly there. That's like 18, 19. Bunny rabbit, you'll do. $20. 21. Oh, these big wolf guys. They'll be a worthy opponent. So what, 22? Oh, he was worth 2, so 23. 24, 25. Am I right? Yes. Here's 26 and 27 over here. I'll head back in the direction of the village and hopefully run into one or two more along the way. Oh, there we go. This is what we need. You. So that, someone killed something back there. So that's 28, 29. Oh, we're going to get a few bonus ones here. This is an alpha hyena. 30. Mass extinction caused by Bash. That's why this place suddenly went from like a lush, verdant like swamp to this terrible desert wasteland. Bosch has just killed everything and disrupted the ecosystem. But license-wise, we can now... Oh no! We haven't cleared the path to it yet. Well, that's crap. Okay. So Van is a time battle mage. Let's pick his second one. Just for something we can do. So he can be a Shikari, so he fights with like knives. He can be a foe breaker, or he can be an archer. Well, we said Bosch can be our archer. So should Van be a foe breaker or a Shikari? What do you guys think? First one to speak up gets it. And I'll spin the wheel of fortune. Lou said Shikari first. Bagel Headbutt said Foe Breaker. Lady Smyton said Shikari. Hicklable said Foe Breaker. Sorry, I said whoever speaks up first. Lou gets it. Van the Shikari. So that means that Balthier, wherever his one is, up here, will be our Foe Breaker. And then Bash can be our archer next session once we've gotten him the license points for it. Somehow Bash is our most leveled character but has the worst distribution of license points. I suppose I wasted them all on crappy things early on. Oh, there's treasure under this bridge. In the troll hole. Von the Foebreaker just sounds, you know, made up. He doesn't seem like the kind to break foes, but sure, why not? There's stranger things in the world. What do I need? I need 60 to get this max HP increase, and then I can buy it. So I essentially needed 90, not 30, which I'm not going to get tonight. Okay, well, I think that's probably enough for tonight. I'm not going to have enough time to get anything else done anyway. But look at that. It's very satisfying to see all 4 of them with the 3 mist bars underneath. I mean, we've still got 2 little weaklings there, but we can work on them. Yeah, if you've enjoyed this stream and you want to watch it again, then check out my YouTube channel, NinjaConnor86. If you're watching this on YouTube and want to catch me live next time, check out my Twitch channel, which is NinjaConnor. Until next time, goodbye!